Hasn't changed, then my taste buds definitely have, by a lot. Honestly, they were beautiful.
No, you're not having any more now.
And I ate it all. Num, 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 num. Like that.
As our midnight snacksident.
Yeah. Remember, you can't heroic your rhino. Can't heroic your rhino, alright? There's a black currant one too, like fizzy Robina. Black currant what?
The hooch type thing.
Alka-Pops. They're just chemical shit.
It is. It must be like a chemical hangover.
I mean, that's, I don't... They just taste chemically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you get like, lemon hooch. That's a nice lemon flavour. It's just, what's this weird chemically sort of like artificial lemon nonsense?
Well, when I first started going out, it was all WKD blue, and those hangovers were very different to the Rioja hangovers.
I think I'm getting better. It's partly your fault. I think I'm getting better now at tasting. That's an artificial strawberry, real strawberry flavour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
It's improving my life in the sense that I eat healthy things, right? People just ruin so many things for me. Just you know. Okay. I've got a drink with 3 WKD bottles.
Because I moved. I went back and we'd have to clean the extractors. Well, this is maybe a shit 10-minute job.
Yeah.
Over what is a really funny team of
Nice
people.
little, yeah.
Little
The
cafe.
thing is, I support that, right? You can have a shit job as well, but the team's amazing.
Yeah.
You can't afford to go in. I had some really fucking shitty bits of my working life. But the team's that good. And even support like being an Afghan, which is a bit shit over Christmas, which is really fucking shit. You know, and then the team just goes, it's alright, we're gonna have this, it's gonna be a laugh, it's gonna be great, because the team's fucking great.
Yeah.
And you know, you go in and you laugh a bit and you smile, you work hard, but it goes like that because you are actually enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
That's necessarily been there, couldn't get a kid in my next door, so left on the wall, and let myself into the neighbour's house, to take on their sofa.
Oh my god.
Strong. You got 2 minutes to smash it in 3 ones, 2 10s, a 50. A 50. Hobby. House. Okay, there probably will be some genuine actual sin, registry right now. Because as we start to develop it, make us more comfortable right now, that'll be helpful. We have a treasure map too.
I will do a treasure map, Jill. We can do it.
I dug up 5, oh my god, Kev. 5 galaxy boots full of coal from my back garden knowledge. Kev, Demogorgon, you sexual human being. Also coming down for Vegas weekend.
Of course he is.
Fucking love Kev. Thank you for 20 gifted memberships.
I hope for you, Kev, that when you come up with a bloody brilliant investment plan for your hard-earned money, that people don't ridicule you for it.
Well, that's lucky, because yours is a bloody brilliant plan.
It's a bloody brilliant plan.
It's one absolute hero. Dave, thank you for 5. Oh my god, it is now. We make it 150. We do that, right? 150? I ain't got no goddamn 350. That's my figure.
Every time I...
And the discovery rare nor of particular significance. A failure in loyalty as relating to VRAX, the Departmentum Unitorum enacted standard operating procedure to isolate the world, deploying not earlier identifying the misguided agenda of the Cardinal would inevitably be investigated later, or situation, or one which could be ignored. The siege of VRAX was never intended to be the landscape ahead of the fort. Each shell unleashed was a gift from the Krieg Manufactorums. Heavy weapon nests were zeroed by the Medusa high-impact structural supports, pulping occupants with the sheer pressure unleashed. Comms links, vox relays, and command, many of their number though, moaning piles of bodies and periodic mortar rounds, which continued to land. Some among their number crawled through into the enemy lines and made their final stand with cold or even locate significant weak points. And despite the seemingly inexperienced nature of the traitors, that was the fact that the Krieg had expected this to be certainly a costly first operation, but at least with the weight and scale of material thrown at the enemy, they should have been able to achieve some practical gain. They had in fact achieved consolidate their losses. They now found themselves facing an enemy counterattack. It was a bold and not entirely miscalculated gambit on behalf of the Vraxian defenders, who seemingly presumed that upon seeing the Death Corps take such heavy losses that they estimated this as their best possible time to strike. It was designated dugout. On the day of the assault, a preliminary bombardment prevented visibility and engagement by the enemy guns. The guardsmen stepped forth once more into no man's land, their already mounting losses. But even as they did so, minds were triggering and bodies and viscera were showering the Krieg as they pushed forward. The position had been left as a ploy for any would-be attackers, and the Death Corps had fallen into their trap. They were now faced with retreat through a minefield or pressing onward to the prepared positions of the enemy. Tyborg waved them on, pushing toward a pillbox that was already laying down heavy swaths of the dead. Helmets and masks shattered, las rifles still clutched in lifeless hands. The Death Riders whose charge had brought the First Corps pressed, tagging the salvageable burning rest. Scavenger servitors picked through the wreckage, removing data cores, ammunition, and components not completely fused to slag. Mechanicus here had already marked certain wrecks for recovery, most often not for repair, but for ritual McClady decimated, taking with it some 80,000 men lost, killed, wounded, or captured, Colonel Adol among them. The enemy.
Real man. I found it with a GPMG. I have made a class with a GPMG as well. We need some ammunition. Mr. Zoo.
Mother-in-law being a bitch, check out our selection of landmines. Ammunition.
Stop it. Don't have this man.
You guys are so lucky. Oh, come in like that.
laser behind me.
Men, I'm gonna hit.
Left. Root.
Ow. Yeah, no. But again, I told me I was outnumbered by 7 attackers, so, you know, there's 7 people around there.
Add friends.
Add friends.
What is your... There you are. I got it, I got it. Then friend request. Oh, I can whisper to you.
Yeah, you can. You might hear.
Oh, hello. Oh, I didn't let you say it.
Oh, was it rude? Good. Yeah.
I'm doing angle on.
By the buy station. By the buy.
Yeah. Then we go get the most wanted.
Bye, bye.
We've got a buy near us. That's really done this
Yeah, we'll get the loss. Every day is only 3 contracts now.
What? May have fun.
There's 2 of them. I'm safe.
Oh my god, just shoot. Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Right, I have. Right, just drop 3.
Oh, wait, this way to now.
We have, yeah. Oh, crap. Just do station 1 actually. That's downstream. I've got sniper case.
I bought another box.
Yeah, I need some hijack. I need to drop. Oh, is it?
No, it's not. It's finished now, isn't it?
It's finished now.
Not sure. Pretty sure mine said it was.
It's 19, not delayed out.
Yeah, take a look.
It's playing you for a fool.
One sec. Run out with the pants down with it.
Yeah.
Does you have those? I can't see the other one now.
Where there's only 10 people left and 5 things, so.
Okay, my left.
Down one.
There you go. To be honest.
You absolutely. But now, because the time to kill's quicker, you don't necessarily lose every gunfight.
Yeah, PCs always can play like this.
It's not near as much of a problem now because of the quick time to kill.
Yeah, yeah.
Brendan, definitely 5 50 fucking hero. That's 10 more. That's break past 69.
Yeah, okay, let's go over there. Okay. This went too quick, but I just thought I'd fucking drill. No way, I'll fix it.
You're the promo for Tia.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Do the bot. Bot lobster. Do 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 do.
Higher score. It'll be fine. I won't kill anyone. I'll do 2 things at once.
It's going to be the dots playing us. The gamers. You have to get.
Yeah.
While I take a couple things with this article that kind of give me pause and make me wonder, obviously this is an anonymous source, but one that BBC says is close to the project, and I noticed they didn't use the term to video. Initially the headline was James Bond, Paddington, and Lord of the Rings set for Universal UK. Okay, cool deal. We're in business, we're getting those 3 things at Universal UK, right? But then
Just another designation of hold many thousands of their own worlds which are governed entirely under their own control and independent from the Imperium. They have, through the power they were able to retain, just how powerful the tech priests of the Mechanicus are. And this is likely for good reason and by design, because if there was more active resistance between the Imperium and Mechanicus, it could be extremely destructive. But to give one example of just how it belongs to the tech priests, be it data, arcane tech reclamation, or salvage, which is often led to the question, just what unknown technological discovery. And it was this driving force that was the reasoning that they do, and it is a vastly complex structure of rites and ceremony that remains significant, of course, to liberal usage of incense, simply praising, bleeding, and begging the machine to function normally, something that is very relatable and long-standing tradition for all humanity, all perhaps without the incense. So while the Mechanicus is well known for its ability to forge and preserve technology, ancient Gothic starships of the Imperial Navy, the Mechanicus remain devoted to, above all else, the preservation of knowledge, and it is for this reason that they very often augment.
Zadkiel. Nowhere is it written that one such as you can change the word. Once, when Cestus was a mere aspirant, one of hundreds drawn from the valleys of the crag to be judged before the sons of Gilliman, he had scrambled up the steps of the Temple of Hera. He defied the whips of the previous year's failed aspirants, who lashed at the youths as they tried to be the first to reach the top. He had hunted through the forests of the Valley of Laponis. He had learned there, not just that the weak gave up and the strong persevered, he had learned that at a far earlier age, or he would never have been considered an aspirant.
4 of them. So we put on the building. Not just building. Don't push it on the own makers. Let's go ahead. Exclamation mark gift badge. One down. That's great. Did you pick up my HDR?
No.
I think it's a 1-on-2. You've got Paul. before you...
The end of everything. Thematically.
Yes, I suppose, but then it was still clearly going so well, and they had enough stuff to go, because it teases ahead, doesn't it, to the stuff that's going to be book things. No, sorry, at the end of the next one, yeah. Because it's got like, and actually I quite like it, because it goes from away from the movie screenshots to this art, which is already cool, like the Goblin, his Durbers, and... Do you know if the Goblin goes
4 streams time, so
no, those, no, probably not.
and that's the thing, she was not a
Special.
Worse. And I don't know about Mortari at the moment, but the worst is between Mortarion and or Magnus. If Magnus stay the same, they're going to be worse than those two. Websites dedicated to writing articles about Warhammer. Clearly know fuck all about Warhammer. Very rarely. It started strong as well.
James what?
Yeah, who topic? Let's go see it in action. We drove all the way up, half an hour up the road up to the place where we were going to go for these steam engines. The car park was fucking rammed. In fact, I ended up in a traffic jam in the car park.
Yeah.
So I was like, we're not parking here. So we found another car park, literally around the corner, drove around the corner, shut.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Shut. Empty, but shut. With cones across and a man going, no, go away.
No,
right?
no.
So we went and found another car park just down the road. Ian, thank you for the hat trick. We went and found another car park just down the road. Guess what?
It's close.
Absolutely
Oh,
rammed.
no. Yeah,
Absolutely rammed, couldn't get in there. Just now.
I'm gonna kill you.
Trouble is with that, Lise, that's how people get away with it. Harry said, I was a bit worried though, and I was being very unfair.
Oh, so he's way worse than us.
50 quid a month increase. Over the last 6 years.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh no, we're still worse.
Ours has gone up more than that a month in total.
I don't want to be worse.
We're worse, Lise.
No.
I'm telling you, he's being a cunt.
Stop trying to burn